I can't tell you how many times I've read that COVID-19 is completely overstated and just hits the elderly. Usually from Wall Street types, not scientists. There's a narrative that the disease is only dangerous to old people, so everyone else can safely go to work. To the contrary, compared to the flu, it's much more dangerous for middle-aged people than for older people. In fact, COVID-19 is a special threat to many of the people heading back to work, and to bars and restaurants. It is primarily in these middle years that you are far more likely to die from COVID-19 than the flu. Whereas flu affects the old and the young immune systems, the people in the middle fend it off better. COVID-19 hits those beginning to age much harder. There is also more prevalence of COVID-19 among younger people. In New York, and in other concentrated areas, most of the patients are under 65. The truth is people who are getting back to work are exposing themselves more and more to illness, whereas younger people are less prone and older people will be more sheltered. This includes teachers who will spend a lot of time with asymptomatic spreaders. Even when people survive it, 5% of 50-year-olds that get COVID are hospitalized. Way more than the flu. And the effects of being on a ventilator are often a long, slow recovery. Essential workers are good evidence of this. Dr. Cleven Gilman has been bearing witness to essential workers who have lost their lives. So many of them are young. What happens when more 55-year-olds begin showing up in call centers again? They're not all going to get sick, but those with prolonged exposure or undiagnosed high blood pressure are at greater risk. We should not be living in fear. We can #open safely. We can open certain businesses. There are low-risk activities. Masks make us safer. Screenings make us safer. Distancing makes us safer. COVID-19 may not be ravaging middle-aged people like it is other groups. They may not die by the dozens, as sadly others do. But in unsafe settings, and certainly with pre-X conditions, this group is as much a danger of hospitalization as anyone. The more important point is that every narrative getting shaped right now is imaginary and often self-serving. Trump says masks are PC. Fox commentators say this is no worse than the flu. Matt Gaetz wears a gas mask. Fake interest in mental health and addiction. These narratives are sometimes what we all do to make sense of a complicated situation. They are also a part of how our politics works. But we shouldn't fool ourselves into confusing narratives with reality. Our rush job laissez-faire approach to opening our economy isn't a price our politicians expect to pay. It's upside for them if it works, downside to us for everything that doesn't. There is a propaganda machine being built to target mask wearers and anything that stands in the way of economic growth. It serves nobody. There are smarter ways.